Bet you like that intro, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, people, you know what it is. What's good? This is LV The Plug.
LV The Plug.
702. But going forward, I think we're just going to go as The Plug 702. I think that'd be...
I kind of like that.
Yeah, The Plug 702.
Because it's the plug for 702.
Yeah.
Like that. That's smooth.
That way, everywhere we go, we'll just be the plug for wherever we at.
I feel that.
And people gonna plug in and listen.
All right. Well, today we got my man Jordan, aka Young J, on the mic.
Yes, sir. And B None, we back this time around.
All right, and it is your boy Jerusalem, the one and only man from the Promised Land. Who we got on the phone with us?
Old Dirty Ahmad.
Still stuck in that quarantine.
Still in quarantine.
Stuck in quarantine.
He's all right though. Don't worry, he's gonna make it out alive.
Taking some drugs right now.
Yeah.
He's taking some
So
drugs right now.
just an update. So last time we were asking because you didn't take the test yet. So you got an update from that now, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm positive. But that was like 6 days ago. I'm like,
Relax.
Oh jeez. But he's
I'm
all
on
right
the road
though,
of
right?
recovery right now. Yeah, like I don't even have no fever no more. I can kind of taste now. I
I
don't
was just
know.
about to ask.
So hold on. So you lost your taste buds. So that's a real thing.
Yeah, it
People
comes
really
with
lose it.
fluctuations.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's
People-
a real thing. It's
I'm
scary.
asking him, not you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gosh. My
Yeah, you do.
freaking
So
business.
it's actually weird. It's like this is how I explain it. Because like when I would eat, I could kind of taste the flavor in the background. Like it was like a barrier for me to taste it.
That
Like
is
I had the
really
aftertaste,
weird.
kind of. It's weird. It's really weird.
Odd. So you get-
That was it. Just your taste of smell. I mean, taste of your tongue. What else you lose?
Oh, I gotta swallow my drugs.
Oh, God.
Your what?
Okay, sorry.
He had to swallow
I
his
had to
drugs.
swallow my drugs.
Jeez.
He's taking
But
drugs while he's on the line.
the sense of smell, it wasn't there unless you were sniffing something pretty strong enough. Like this morning, I was able to smell the ginger in my hot tea, so that's a good thing for me. Because last time I wouldn't be able to smell it.
Right.
Shout out to my Aunt Eleanor for making me that ginger jar. That shit is fire.
Oh,
Work for
I
you?
already know.
That shit. Oh,
Yeah.
So good.
She be
Okay.
having the best concoction. Shout out to Aunt Ellie.
Hell yeah.
that's my godmother. Shout out to her.
Sounds smooth.
All right, B9. What we talking about today?
So, I mean, first thing I got to address being me is the fact that we have FaZe who actually went out of their way, who's really known for recruiting a bunch of celebrities. They actually brought on Bronny James into their roster. Their official,
LeBron James' son.
yeah.
That's
Crazy, right?
Oh yeah,
So
that is
everything's-
crazy. Actually, I've never suspected that.
Right. Like, I mean, they're pretty notorious for bringing in celebs, but Bronny, of all people, I really didn't know was into the gaming world like that. But it's good to know that he is. And then it's so under wraps and so secretive that no one really knows what they're
Hella-
doing as
hella
far as, like,
secretive.
price-wise.
Right. How does that work? Just for someone like new coming in and like, what the hell is FaZe? You know?
So FaZe is obviously, they're notorious for their quick-scoping videos back in MW2 and all of that. But it's a gaming clan that's branched out into multiple games at this point. They have competitive teams, they have content creation teams, and it's really differential for where they are. And I believe he's on the competitive roster, which means he'll be trying to go in and actually get in onto the tournaments and stuff. I don't know if he's good enough to back that. But
Right. You think it's just for clout? You think that's why, or what?
honestly, no, because I can't name the people off the top of my head. But
Yeah.
I know they have a couple other celebrity, like ball players and different people that are involved in that. So I don't think it's really
And
just
they're
for
gaming
clout.
all the time. That's crazy, man.
Because I know that like FaZe Banks, he doesn't really need the clout at this point in life.
That's true. Because everyone knows FaZe. I mean,
Yeah,
or most
exactly.
people at least. If you heard of gaming, you know who FaZe
He's
is.
making so much money off
Yeah.
just royalties alone at this point that I feel like he really doesn't need the fame.
Okay. Just adding on to his roster then.
Oh,
Damn, he's going. I wonder if Bronny's going to do that and basketball, huh?
he's got
Is he?
to.
He's
I
still
mean,
in high school, ain't he?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of college offers though. So
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know where his
You,
and
you think he's going?
for now, maybe with the COVID, probably really good for him. But I feel like he'll probably transfer into the creation team. He won't be live in the competitive side forever.
I can't even see him doing it for that long, dude. I bet he's just going to hop into the NBA when he gets his first chance.
Think so?
Yeah,
I
mean,
thought. Wait,
why would you
how
give that up?
many sons does LeBron have? How many kids does he have?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
a good amount.
Yeah, he's a little troop.
There isn't there one that's like on the verge of like going in the NBA?
That's Bronny.
yeah, that's Bronny. He's the one that has
That's
college
Bronny?
offers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't
Okay.
think, like, yeah, it's cool that he's in phase, but
That's
I don't think that's
weird.
gonna last. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't, because I thought LeBron's dream was that he was gonna at least
Play with his
at
son.
least 1 or 2 seasons with his son
I
in the NBA, which I would love to see, to be honest, because that I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't think
no,
so.
I don't think it's ever happened. But I don't see it happening though either though, because of LeBron's age, like he's like what 36, 37 now. He ain't Brady.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Basketball, he only got a couple more years, couple more seasons before he's pretty much done.
It's definitely valid.
True, but it would have been like his literal last season. He would have been probably playing with his son, because that would have been his son's first season also. Kind of like passing it on.
That'd be a really
True.
good way to go.
I mean, it would be cool.
It
I
would
would
have
love
been
to see it.
amazing.
I would
Tell you
love
about
to
the
see it.
I'd love
marketing
to see
strategy behind that.
It's good marketing for the NBA. I tell you that, because they're losing
Huge
ratings.
marketing.
Oh, definitely.
Could you imagine the shoes that would come out for him?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Or the collab of LeBron and his son on the LeBron shoes. Like father, like son of
Right.
legend.
Where'd he come up with that name, Bronny? Anyways, that's kind of a weird name if you ask me.
Jabroni. Sounds like
Jabroni, yeah.
Jabroni.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so Bronny going to phase.
Yes, sir. Wild.
Cool. Other news: Mulan comes out today. By the way, we're recording on Friday, September 4th.
Oh yeah, it's first Friday.
It is true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Man. I just
I just want to let y'all
can't-
know. Oh, continue. My bad.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the subscription based service releasing it for the price that it is. I get that the movie theater is non-existent currently, but
It's not non-existent. They got movies in the movie theater.
no,
Yeah, but people aren't really going.
yeah,
though.
it's limited. So
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking
I get where their
man.
marketing is.
They-
You went?
They
Yeah.
went
What'd you
to
go see?
Tenet,
I
though.
went to go see New Mutants.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Damn, you didn't say nothing to
saw it?
nobody.
Bro, I
Damn.
went
Damn.
Was it
I
good?
went with the girl.
Was it good?
Oh, all right, whatever. Damn, I gotta
Bro,
go too. We
just-
could have went together.
You right. I'm sorry.
I-
You were
Tom,
correct.
you got to give us like a 2-minute review on it. Like,
Yeah, like let it. How was New Mutants? Was that good?
I will say the only thing that I wasn't a big fan of was the writing, but then I watched another review and it made sense. It's because the
spoilers, no
character.
spoilers.
No. It's only what you've seen in trailers. So
Okay,
the character that they have in the trailer the most, I believe, is Magic, which is the Russian girl.
Yeah.
She should have probably been
Colossus' sister.
the main character.
So you're saying
that
she
they
wasn't the
followed.
main character?
No, the person that they followed was Danny Moonstar, which she was a good
Of course.
character to follow, to be the main character.
Yeah.
But she
Well,
her arc isn't as dynamic, and I take that back. She probably isn't, because her arc isn't really as dynamic as the other
Yeah.
characters in the movie. So
So you
Well,
think
in the
very
comic
linear
book,
driven as far as the comic books are concerned, from what I can remember as well.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
very
well,
direct
what I-
storyline.
from what I remember, is that in New Mutants, sometimes the leader or it'd be maybe one of the two.
right.
So would you recommend we go
I
see
mean,
it
I can understand
I would recommend that you still go see it
in the movie theater?
because I will say I like Maisie Williams. She is a phenomenal actress or actor, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? Charlie,
I don't know.
the one from Stranger Things. The guy
Oh,
from Stranger
yeah,
Things.
the young
Oh,
kid.
he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the review I watched said that he wasn't really a big fan of his southern accent. But
Was it really
I
fake or
thought,
something?
No, I thought it sounded cool, but it's probably unnecessary for the character per se. He probably could have just said a regular voice and had the same effect.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was cool. I think it worked out. And then the only thing I was disappointed in a little bit was the writing, some of the little quips from Matt.
So all the waiting that we've had for this damn movie ain't worth it. Yeah, we been waiting for like what 3-4 years now.
Bro, it's because it's the last movie that Fox had. Like,
Right.
Logan was the last movie, but this should have came out before Logan. Then
Right.
Logan should have been the final movie for Fox.
Right.
But
Makes
this is
sense.
now.
Well, no,
this
Does
is
it tie in
official.
at all? Does it tie in at all to that? To the
It-
X-Men?
You know what? I think they tried to because I think they did the post credit scene, but I didn't stay for the post credit scene.
Do you know what it was?
No, I had to look it up and
Oh,
go
okay.
see. I'm gonna find it though. It's easy to find.
Yeah.
I'll
Shouldn't
find
be
the
too bad
post
with
credit.
I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, and if not, then I got a movie site. I'm pretty sure the movie site.
You think it's on there already?
I'm gonna go.
It might be.
Let's see. Let's see if the movie's on the movie site. But it was overall. I think it was a good movie. If they had decided to continue to do a trilogy, they could have made it better. Or ended it better. It's just it was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
The ending. That's really about it. I think
Damn.
they could have had a better ending.
I see. I
That's
feel
why
like they
was
should have
disappointed.
switched. So I think Mulan should have been in movie theaters, and
Yes.
New Mutants should have been
Mulan
on the
definitely
subscription,
should
and not
have
for
been.
I got
$30.
something to tell
Yeah,
y'all.
Mulan
I got
definitely should have been in
something
movie
to
theaters.
tell
What you got,
y'all.
Old Dirty?
What's going on?
To be 100, I do not like none of the live action Disney movies that they made. It's
Not a single one.
Not one.
not a
Not Aladdin. Not Beauty and the Beast. Not Lion
No.
King.
I didn't watch Beauty and the Beast.
You didn't watch Beauty and the
I
Beast?
need to.
I haven't seen live action Beauty and the
No.
Beast. Aladdin is probably
I don't
my
like 'em.
favorite Disney
There
movie at this
is-
point, though.
It's so uncalled for. Okay, it's not uncalled for, but it's just
No, it is.
I'm-
Say it how it is.
it's really uncalled for to make these live action and then not make them how they were from the original one.
Right.
If you guys want to make it live action, you got to take it to the real roots. Of
Well, I
how
would
it
say, I would argue that Beauty and the Beast was pretty accurate. Like, they didn't really
was.
change
Okay,
much
I
from
can-
that
I can give
one.
you that.
Right? And then
I'll
Aladdin,
say
they did
Lion
change
King-
quite a bit. I didn't like Aladdin.
They changed a few things, but they didn't like completely change it.
I mean, obviously, the base story is the same.
Yeah, the base story is the
You
same,
guys-
but they had to make it to match Will Smith. They can't make it exactly like the original because
Yeah.
they don't have the original.
Okay, yeah, I give him
genie.
that.
Oh,
I give him that.
absolutely. But who they had
I'll
for that
say-
role to replace Robin Williams and the live action was probably their best bet.
To
be honest, yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith did a fantastic job doing. He did what he could
For what the role was,
Yeah,
he did a good job.
he did what he could, and I think legit. If I was to have a genie, if it's not Robin Williams, I think I would love to have Will Smith as a genie.
Yeah, he was charismatic for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because I was reading how Mulan was, and I called it. I really called it. I was like, dude, it's going to be completely realistic, but
Oh.
I think I'll actually enjoy Mulan only because
It's bro.
it's kind of like a OG kung fu movie.
Right. No, that and exactly,
why-
and I'm
that's
into
the
that
reason
too.
why-
I'm
right.
okay with the change.
Okay, I'm into that too.
Well, I will say that the girl that I went to go see New Mutants with, she was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go see Mulan because it's not the original story. It's gonna ruin my childhood. And I was like, I understood
I don't
where
know
she
about
came from.
that's maybe a little
No,
bit.
I mean, I understand because Mulan for me, like, bro, I watch Mulan. There's movies I watch over and over again: Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan,
Of course.
101 Dalmatians.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These certain movies that you watch over and over and over again. So it's like you have a solidified idea of what this movie should be. And so when they come out with a live action and it doesn't have everything that the cartoon like she wanted to see
and
the
then-
cartoon brought to life, not turned into a
That.
Right.
kung fu
right, I
action
get
flick.
that.
And there's not a lot of flexibility when you're converting a cartoon into a live action. You got to dumb it down a little bit because you can't do the things that a cartoon character can be animated for.
Right.
But now you can. It's 2020, baby.
You can
Not
limit it.
CGI.
You can limit it.
You can look. Disney has the money to make it happen. Period. But
They do.
that doesn't mean that it's going to translate from 2D into
Right.
3D.
Well, I just don't like how much they changed it. You know what I mean? I feel like you could have still made it into that old martial arts, style movie
Yeah.
without taking out all the super good songs that were in the. I mean, come on, we all love them
Yo,
songs.
man,
You know what I'm
those
saying? They could have
songs
still
are
sang it.
amazing, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those songs are
They
amazing.
could have made
Absolutely.
those songs as like the soundtracks of the movie. Like,
Right,
it could've been
which they
background
did.
theme song.
Well-
Some of the songs are on there. They're just translated into like a score. So they did do
Yeah.
that. Which,
Okay, they did do that. Okay, and then also, it's based in Japan. Look at Parasite. That movie's not in English, and it's won awards in
It
America.
says it is based in Japan. It's supposed to be China.
Why?
You
No,
sure
it is
it's
China. Yeah,
It's
you
China,
got
bro.
English.
It's China.
They're speaking English in Mulan. They're speaking English in Mulan.
Yeah, but I mean, they were
Because
speaking
it's a
English in
Disney
the
movie,
in the
bro.
Disney movie though
Yeah,
too.
it's a Disney movie, bro.
I'm
I'm not
sorry,
gonna
bro.
flack him
Y'all-
for that. I ain't gonna flack
I'm
him
not
for that. one.
flocking him for not
I'm
speaking
not gonna fall for that,
Mandarin.
but it's still kind of weird to me.
Okay.
That's why other people are boycotting it too.
Oh, is it?
Boycotting it because of that. I mean, like now, what they should have done, like if there isn't any scenes, they should have had a few scenes where they speak in some kind of Mandarin
too,
or
yeah. And
Cantonese
subtitles.
traditional
What's wrong
Chinese.
Or
with
maybe like the
Subtitles.
Mongolians or whoever they have that are fighting
But
against them.
where would the difference be?
Kodokan.
Could have been a different. Could have had a different language, I guess.
Yeah, that would have been ideal if they had done that. So now that you say that they're boycotting, now I understand why. But
And I'm just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting until like Disney really just
Right.
okay. Look at the Marvel movies. You know how Tony Stark died, and that was like
Yeah.
the first time seeing a superhero died, and Disney made it happen. Why isn't there no at least a leak of blood in none of these movies?
It's Disney, bro. You got to think like
They-
little kids are going to be
Bro,
watching Mulan, but little
they
kids are going to
are,
watch
but
Mulan. You know what I
also-
mean?
Yeah, these
They
live
are,
actions
but
aren't for
most of
our
their
generation.
fans.
And it is PG-13. Mulan is
They can have
PG-13.
a little leak of blood coming from their mouths or something, but they ain't got to do no blood.
Okay. Yeah. I feel you on that. I
It's
feel
like kids have seen a lot of things in these days now. I'm sure they won't be afraid
Yeah,
to
that's
see
true.
it. Like
That's
a still
true.
of blood
They've
or
seen
something.
a lot, but it's not them that are in control of what's okay to see or not anymore. It's,
True.
It's the sensitive side of
But
how
hey,
we
they
are.
also got
nowadays.
fans. They got fans that have been watching these movies since they were kids in the '90s. That if they go and see this, of course they're going to be disappointed. And
Right.
they got to measure it out for all their fans. They just can't do it strictly for kids.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
There's
I think
old
we're not even
people
talking
that are
about the
just
biggest problem of the
forever
movie. We haven't even talked about the biggest problem. No Mushu.
What's the big?
Yeah.
No
that
Mushu,
was
bro.
a
Come
very
on. That was
successful-
an integral part of the story.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Mushu is I mean, if we ain't got Eddie Murphy, I don't want to see it.
I did hear though that the cricket it was somehow made it into the movie as like a side
How
character,
did
not
cricket
as an
make
actual
it?
cricket, but like as a human
character
character
name.
that's like
Okay.
her sidekick, I guess.
Oh, because that cricket, because Mushu is, he's more of a magical creature that came out when if you remember the cartoon after she
Right.
was in the cemetery or something.
Some kind of like burial.
Yeah, it was a
ancestral
burial
site.
site. Yeah, it was because Mushu is her ancestral spirit. That's who Mushu
It was her
is
spirit guide.
in her movie.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah, that's her ancestral spirit that guides her to where she needs to go. So no, if they're gonna replace her with someone that's like the cricket, I guess that's. I'll accept
I mean, I
it.
still
They
feel
could've
like we could have
made
got
really
another
like-
Mushu.
They
Like we
should
could have
have
got.
did the
You
Mushu.
can translate a cricket into
I mean,
a person. Come
they no, bro. They put
Jiminy
a witch
Cricket.
into the
I mean,
movie,
shit.
right? So they have a witch that turns into a hawk. They could have put
Right.
Mushu
Oh,
in
they
there.
could've,
Right,
for sure.
exactly.
I just think
Wait,
it
they
was
made a
heavy
witch
where they were
turn
gonna
into a
pay.
hawk, but they
Yeah.
won't put Mushu or the cricket in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the what's his name? Was it Genghis Khan? That was the
Is Kodokan, I think, or
something like that. Well, anyways, he had a hawk in the original movie. And instead of that
Yeah,
hawk
he
just
did.
being a hawk, now it's
Yeah,
an
it's a
actual like
witch.
villain
It's a
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a person that's fueling his rage towards whatever he's doing. His wanting to
But
conquer.
that's kind of expected in martial arts movies. There's always going to be like that female villain in the background, kind of that gives it more of the story. Like Kill Bill had a female character that was bad, or what was the other
Kill Bill's a good movie.
Japanese martial art movie where they were like fighting in the wind? They were jumping on trees with the swords.
Wait, are you talking about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
It's Chinese.
yeah.
Okay, that was another
Yeah,
good one.
that's
But what
one.
are you trying to say? I'm confused.
I'm saying like the fighting scenes in that, and like how they're fighting and stuff. That's how I wanted it and stuff. Hopefully that's what it kind of is. Because that's when you look at the trailer, that's all I could think about was the Crouching Tiger.
Right.
You could see the inspiration from it. That's why I actually want to see it. And I know I'm gonna go in with like low expectations because I already know what I'm expecting.
Well,
I
to
just
be
wanna
honest,
see it
like
for,
when I heard the review, it also said that the fighting wasn't even that great.
Right.
So that's kind of upsetting.
Damn.
I knew that.
It's just not even just easy. What y'all feel about Tenet though? I still want to see Tenet.
Say it again.
I want to see Tenet though. The movie
Oh
Tenet.
yeah, I want to see Tenet for
That
sure.
movie, that one. I love Christopher Nolan movies. They're all amazing.
I'm just trying to see Denzel's son do his thing.
That too, yeah. And I heard Robert Pattinson was actually fairly good in the movie too.
You know what? He actually looks pretty good in the movie too. Like,
Wait, in Tenet?
yeah, he's in there.
I've actually heard really good.
I did
reviews
not
about
know
it.
that was
Yeah.
his son. The main dude.
Yeah, it's Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I need to stop calling him Denzel Washington's son. I think his name is John Washington. I think.
Is it?
Mini Washington.
Kind of like that name better. Sounds like a president.
I don't know, man. Denzel's
Right.
iconic at this point. You can't not like that name now.
But
Yeah, that's
actually,
true,
that
too.
movie actually made
Yeah.
money in the theaters last week.
Is it John David Washington?
I heard, yeah. Well, I heard it did good in South Korea or something like that too. Which is, I know it's random as
Yeah.
hell, but like
Yeah.
that was like one of the reports
Random,
I
but
read.
hey,
John David Washington.
Super random.
You know
But
what?
it is
I did
like
not
it's
realize.
so it's a Christopher Nolan film, right?
It is a Christopher Nolan.
So
film.
like he did what was that other movie? Inception.
Inception.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like from what I heard, it was kind of like that, where it's like definitely confusing. Definitely need to watch it a couple times, but overall, once you actually understand the movie, it's phenomenal.
I have to be the odd one out. Man, my teammate. I'd never seen Inception all the way through.
Wait, what?
I've only
What?
seen bits
Yo.
and
Have you
pieces.
seen Interstellar?
That's
Please tell me you've
crazy.
seen Interstellar.
I actually haven't seen
Interstellar
Interstellar.
I've seen 1,000 times.
Oh
So
my!
I got bored with Interstellar, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Like I remember
You
watching
have
it.
to watch
You
it.
have to watch
It was a long time
Bro.
ago, like when it first came out. So obviously
Yeah.
I was a little younger,
You need to watch it.
and I didn't understand. I was like, "What is
No,
this? Like,
it's
the
amazing.
man just
That's
trying to
how
go
I
to
felt with
space?"
Inception.
And then I was just like, forget it. Like I don't feel like what I don't know. Okay,
No, bro.
Interstellar, I feel like is understandable.
No.
Inception is definitely not
But
understandable,
if you've
bro.
seen Interstellar all the way through, that's why you have to accept that it's not acceptable.
Okay.
It's the same
Dude,
thing. I just
there's a
got bored
scene.
with
There's a
Inception.
scene. There's a scene in Interstellar, bro. It blows my mind every time. So you know the part where who's seen the movie though?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna try to spoil as much. I just want to explain this part. But there's
Okay.
a part where they reach a different planet where it's just water, and they're in like a ocean, but it doesn't pass their ankle, and they're on a time limit, and like you can hear the time ticking in the background. Now each tick that you hear is a day on Earth. So the times that they're spending on this planet, each second is a day on Earth.
What? The
You feel
hell?
me?
Okay. It's because of
Yeah.
like time is moving
Yeah,
differently.
and they're on a time limit. So
Okay.
like Matthew McConaughey, he's in the movie.
Interstellar. Okay.
Wait, Christopher
like,
Nolan
it shows the
created this
process.
movie too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you see the process of like him going in space. When he goes into space, his daughter is like I believe 10 or 9, somewhere around there. She's young, and the movie makes it seem like you're in space with them for like a couple hours, but then in the background when he's talking to his kids, you see them getting older and older and older as the hours go by.
What?
You feel me?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So-
like he said, like in that
It's
watery
crazy.
planet.
It's so
I think it was
crazy.
like 1 hour is almost the equivalent of like 7 to 10 years or something wild.
My mind just can't wrap around that. I guess.
It's crazy.
But I guess Christopher Nolan likes to do the time stuff because even in Inception, like they had the same thing where like you go into another layer of the dream, and like an hour of that time was like 7 days, and the other layer.
Exactly. Yeah, see, with the Inception thing, like it was cool. I thought it was dope, and like later on in life when I tried to rewatch it, and I sat there and I watched it, it was cool, but it's not my cup of tea. The whole dream walk.
What did you watch the first 10 minutes, or did you actually
I
like
watched
get
it for
into
like
it?
a good hour, I think, of the movie.
Damn, you just didn't. You want to see how it ends?
I couldn't get into
You
it. bro.
couldn't?
I just
What the hell?
But you know it's a real thing though. Right?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just the lucid dreaming, but like it's the way they did it. It just seems so comical to me. I couldn't get behind it. It's one of those movies that anytime it's on, I have no problem walking away and doing other things.
Damn.
It's sad.
Damn, bro.
Jesus.
I'm
sad.
sorry, Leonardo.
But at the same thing,
Yeah.
like if Interstellar, if I started playing Interstellar right now, you could get up and walk away and it wouldn't bug you.
Yeah, that's true.
See?
That's true. All right.
Yeah,
So Christopher
well,
Nolan films,
I
hit
enjoyed it.
or a miss, just depends
Yeah,
on what you
exactly.
like.
It depends. And see, I love space, so that's definitely unfair for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well. all
Wait,
right.
you guys are
Yeah, Space is
forgetting
awesome.
the most important movies he's made though. The top tier movies he's made
Batman.
was Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Although those movies have nothing to do with time and space.
man.
And Batman Begins. Too.
No, but like
Not Begins.
that shows the
Yeah, that's the first one.
that was
Yeah,
like the
Batman
most
Begins is the first
realistic
one.
Batman
Dark
movie
Knight
ever.
and Dark Knight.
Yeah, Batman Begins was the first one, but I don't think he did Batman Begins. I believe.
No, he did.
Yeah,
They're all
it's-
Christopher
it's
Nolan
his
films.
Trilogy there.
Yeah.
That's his trilogy.
Ah, wow. Batman Begins looks just stupid. It's good, but it's just
I wasn't crazy about
completely
Batman
different from
Begins,
the other
but Dark Knight was
it's
phenomenal.
good, but I wasn't too crazy about it. Like for me, I feel like the Dark Knight is where the trilogy actually begins, honestly, because
That's
you
where
got Heath Ledger as the Joker.
I feel like we don't need origin stories anymore. I feel like they're not
We
just
don't.
not
We really
necessary
don't.
for any
We really
character,
don't. So
unless they're
that's the reason why I'm
brand
actually
new.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this new Batman movie too because it's year 2. It's like after
Yes,
he
oh my
started,
god.
and like
Man, I
it's
mean,
so
like the
gritty.
last
It's like
one we've seen him
it's
in
like
has just been
OG, yeah.
garbage.
It's the OG true detective movie, and they're making the Riddler like the Zodiac.
Right, so it's like
that
a
sounds
year
pretty
2.
dope.
It's a year 2 Batman, pretty much.
Yeah.
So like he's already been Batman. He's already like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Batman Year 1, but pretty much like
I have.
Have you
It's
good.
seen?
It's-
Have you
it's
seen
good.
the cartoon The Batman that they came out with?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It's pretty much just after that. After he's already had his stunt with the cops and they're kind of finally trusting him and, he's actually made a name for himself. So now it's like, things are changing for him. Now
And
he's
his
going to get his new
suit
gear.
is just so dope.
Yeah,
the new suit he
the
has
suit
is
looked badass. It
amazing.
looked better than the Nolan one, to be honest. A little bit more realistic,
Yes,
if
it
you
is.
ask me.
Way better.
Definite.
He
Way
pulled
better.
out with the boots. I was like, oh, shit.
I mean, we have such high expectations for this movie, though, because look at the last 2 that Batman has even been adventured in. Is Batman vs Superman
True.
and then Justice League. So like, the comparison is going to be ungodly when it comes out.
Oh, for
Those
sure.
were 2 comics. Those were very comic for me, which I was okay with.
You thought
at
they
that
were too
time,
much?
but-
You didn't like them because they were too much comic?
No,
Or-
I liked them. I actually liked the Batman in those because it reminded me of like the
The
Batman
original.
in the
I thought he
comic book.
I thought he
The
killed too
original
much.
comic book.
Nah, see, that's the
But
thing is
that's-
like eventually Batman is broken in the comic
Yeah,
books. And
in
he's-
Batman.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but like,
And he does kill at some point.
But at the
so
same
that's
time,
the
with
Batman
the
they based him
Marvel
on.
like cinematic universe and the comic universe is 2 separate entities, and I feel like DC failed at that part. They're trying to make it too comic.
they rushed
oriented.
it. They just rushed it.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
They're making
Yeah.
it too much into the comics, and their following is in a lot of the comic books. A lot of these young people are liking DC, and they're from the cinematic universe. They can't
Right.
just spill comics into that and make it okay.
No,
So that's why a
100%
lot of
that makes
problems
sense.
with the
DC
Batman
makes fantastic animated movies, though.
Oh yeah,
Like,
DC makes the
oh my
best,
God, they're
the
so
best
good.
animated movies.
They are
That
so
is
good.
that is their
Marvel can't
premium.
even touch
TV
them when it
shows
comes
are
to
not
that.
bad
They can't.
also.
I feel
Yeah,
like it's just because the edginess translates way better to animation.
It
I don't
does.
think the
Yeah,
live
it
action
does.
fits well.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I mean, hey, the Snyder cut is coming out for
Snyder
Oh,
Cut
yeah,
is
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be-
fantastic.
that's
But
gonna
hey,
be big.
You know
Hey,
what? You know what? I'm actually not going to overhype it because
I am.
not only it's the same movie with an extra hour added into the movie, or actually
But
it's
see,
2 hours, almost
it's-
2 hours.
It's a lot
But-
more explained, so I feel like it's
Yeah.
going to add different elements.
Yes,
to that
okay.
story.
It's gonna be
And
what
I'll
it's
argue-
gonna be what it was supposed to be.
Yes, but I'll argue that Batman v Superman also had a Snyder cut,
Uh-huh.
right? They had the extended full version or Ultimate Edition. That's what it was
Oh,
called.
see, but the Snyder cut is completely different. Snyder cut and the
They said that
unreleased
one was good,
theatrical
though.
version are way different. The
Well,
Snyder cut is
well, yeah,
weird.
okay. Well, here's what I'm trying to argue: the Ultimate Edition was good, right? But it didn't make the movie better.
See,
you know what I
but
mean?
What Snyder cut
It
does
just explains shit, but like doesn't mean like the actual story was good.
Oh, absolutely. But with the Snyder Cut, the reason that it's so different and it's so critically acclaimed among like comic book people, which again DC puts in the comic book narrative.
Right.
The fact is that Snyder Cut doesn't just keep the same movie. It edits out different parts that were useless. It adds different story elements. It refilms certain scenes. It films new scenes to add into it to actually add that story backing. So it makes it feel like a whole movie instead of a rush process.
Okay, I get behind that because that Justice League movie was garbage.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's phenomenally
absolute
trash.
trash.
Which one?
So honestly, anything Justice League.
Justice
So
League.
honestly, anything would be
Absolute
better than
trash.
that. Anything would be better than that.
Which movie again? I
Justice
could barely
League.
hear y'all. Oh, just yeah, yeah. It
If they
was.
brought Cyborg into its own independent thing before they did that, I feel like it would have been better. But they just played him the whole.
I know.
movie.
I feel like they
And
could
They
have.
played side.
I feel like
and
they
Flash.
definitely could leave Cyborg the way it was, introducing him in that movie. But I think Flash is the one.
I think
that
they
needed to be
first failed
introduced
by
They
recasting
did.
Flash.
They
for the
did
movie
Cyborg
instead of
so
using
dirty in
CGI.
They
those
did
fucking
Cyborg
movies.
hella dirty, bro. I was
They
like,
did him so dirty, so
Played
dirty.
that man's entire soul for the movie.
Right.
telling you.
Well,
It was worse.
they barely, him and Flash barely got any screen time. Like, I don't
Exactly.
know
Yeah,
those
they
characters.
got-
I
they
have
got
no
no
idea who
screen
they are.
time.
And in the real Justice League, man, them two puts in work.
Right. Yeah, I definitely
Bro.
believe
Flash deserved his own movie before
Absolutely.
then.
I
I'm
think
glad
that-
they're doing a Flashpoint paradox
Yeah,
now.
I think
yeah.
that
I'm
they
glad they're
messed
still
up,
doing
though.
it.
with having him recast.
But hey, Wonder Woman's coming out soon.
Yeah,
looks good.
I mean, it looked decent.
Hey, the first Wonder Woman was good, bro.
Oh yeah,
It was good.
It was their most successful movie.
I think the
It
ending
was
could
their
have
most
used some
successful
work,
movie.
but everything else leading up to the
Shazam
very
was also
final
good,
battle was
too.
good.
Look, I'm just saying, hey,
In my
Shazam was fantastic. I
I
don't care what no one
surprisingly
says.
like that movie.
I don't care.
I actually
what no one
like that
says.
movie.
Shazam was fucking.
No,
good.
I
liked it.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
excited for Black Adam.
Yeah,
Excited.
Shazam was. Look, Shazam.
I'm-
look, bro. Shazam is exactly what it was supposed to be.
No,
it is
100%,
it is a
100%.
movie for kids, but also for the grown kids. They made it. They literally.
I didn't think it was very rewatchable.
You didn't think so?
Like when I watched it, I thought it was fantastic. I tried to watch it again, and I'm like, it's good. You know,
I can
I feel you on
understand
that.
why you
I
say that.
just
I
don't
can
want to rewatch it.
But as far as like their tier, the tier of movies that they've come.
Oh, yeah,
out
no,
with,
it's definitely up there. Yeah,
that and Aquaman for me, and I'm simply
Aquaman was
saying that
surprisingly
because
really good.
Black dude,
Yeah, Aquaman was good.
Black Manta is my guy, bro.
I'm gonna
He
abstain
got
from
bodies
this
in that
conversation.
movie.
It doesn't, bro. That's not the point. He's a fucking human, son. And he was what he, bro. He was giving it to
Yeah,
Aquaman.
a human
He was-
with basically
he was-
Aquaman
he
powers with
was-
his suit.
Not
It
even.
doesn't matter. He's a human.
Boy,
he's
was
facing a
He
god.
was raised off his father's anger, bro.
Yeah.
It was just all off of anger.
It doesn't
I feel
matter.
like you're just describing Batman.
He's a human,
yeah,
facing,
human
a
facing
god.
up against a god. That's literally Batman.
I'm just saying, bro. But Batman not only has had training, martial arts training, he has the knowledge base he's been studying his whole life.
Black Manta was just military.
Black,
That was it.
but he was top military.
Yeah, that
he
was
was
it. That
top.
was his
He was
only
top
training.
notch military.
And he wasn't, top-notch billionaire military.
He wasn't. He was just. He was just. He wasn't.
No.
Exactly. He was just a regular black guy.
He said, "You rocked my family, and I'm gonna get mine."
Exactly.
No matter
That's
what.
fair.
That's it.
Okay. you
Black
convinced me.
Manta's that
Goddamn.
guy, bro.
And I'm telling
convinced
you,
me.
with the cinematic verse, they don't do him justice because in the comic verse, he
No, he's
works
badass. No,
on-
he's definitely badass.
works
Hey,
him on a regular.
you play Injustice 2, right?
Yeah, of course.
Black
of
Manta
course,
in Injustice
dude.
2, bro. He's like
That's what
top-tier
they need to make
character.
live action. I would pay any money to go see a live action Injustice series, not even just a movie. Like they can divide. 'Cause
awesome.
if you actually read the comic, like it's not just that game. Like there's so much that leads up to
Oh,
that
yeah,
moment when
there
there's
is.
5 years that leads up to that moment of when the universes get what was it, like they get switched or whatever in the first Injustice. Or
Yeah.
It's the Joker.
how does it?
The Joker goes to blow up Metropolis, and Batman won't save him, and Superman ends up doing it, and it splits the timeline in the universal development,
Right,
to
right.
where Superman becomes an evil killer.
Right. And there's 5 years that happened before the first Injustice movie that there's so much more background as to how they all got to Superman got to power. At one point he even had Green Lantern's rings.
At one point, he even took over Brainiac's powers,
Yeah.
and used Brainiac to basically brainwash Batman.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
He said he trapped
Why
Supergirl.
are
and-
DC characters so petty? Why are they so petty? No, for real. Like, if you read the comic books, they're the pettiest people ever.
They just
They
don't
be
care.
dick
They're
and
not worried
everything.
about anybody's feelings. Nothing. They just do
Superman
what they
is
need to
the
do.
biggest dick of all. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely. He's super
When he
sensitive.
became Superman Prime, he was an asshole.
What's that movie? Bright Boy, Brightburn.
Brightburn?
You know,
Oh,
that was the
I like that
closest we
movie.
got
That
to an
movie was pretty
Injustice movie. That was the
And that little
closest.
boy
Yeah.
played-
That is-
I didn't know
Oh,
it was
man.
Brightburn.
You didn't watch it?
Nah.
That was the
It was
best
basically
superhero
like-
thriller ever.
Yo, you missing out.
Oh,
That's actually a cool.
If
ass
Superman
movie.
was raised,
Speaking of
not good.
The Boys.
Oh yeah,
The
season 2.
boys are back in town.
I'm not even. I don't
I
even care about
cannot
season
wait.
2. I
Season
can't wait for season 3 because Jensen Ackles got casted as Soldier Boy.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Season 3 confirmed. As soon as they broadcasted that, I was in because you know me, I'm a supernatural nerd.
Damn.
And
I'm still excited for season 2. I can't wait to watch
Oh,
it.
I'm excited. For
Drops today.
It is. It's
Oh,
already
man.
dropped.
Fuck all that. I'm waiting for October 30th for The Mandalorian
yeah,
season 2.
but
I
that's
mean, hey,
guaranteed.
I mean,
The Boys
don't.
is so
I'm
good.
excited for that,
don't downplay The Boys though, bro.
Have you seen season?
I'm
1?
not.
Because
I'm
I
not.
already decided
I'm focused on bigger things, which is The Mandalorian.
Look. That
You
doesn't mean that
prefer-
it's bigger things. That
You,
you just
prefer the
prefer it.
Mandalorian better than the boys?
Bro, yes, boy. Yes.
this.
Hold on. But first off,
Yes.
Ahmad is a gigantic Star Wars nerd.
So
He
am
loves-
I. So am I. I
I
love
mean,
Star Wars.
yeah, you guys, all of you guys, awesome, fucking fantastic. That's not my point. he's not as excited for The Boys because the Mandalorian's coming out. That's
See,
Because
it's
I
okay.
found okay.
It's okay.
No, I
it's
was
all right,
no.
bro.
Let me explain. No, let me explain. I was excited for season 2 for The Boys, but when I heard that the Mandalorian season 2 was coming out October 30th, I was like, I could watch The Boys right now. I'll be okay, but
See, I really like the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian's fantastic. Mandalorian's fantastic.
I don't know.
I didn't think it
there's
was
some
gonna
things
be,
they could have
like-
changed about it. I feel like it was too much
I don't
of
think
a
they had to change nothing. I don't think they had to change nothing.
like
to
a
be honest.
sitcom,
I thought
almost?
it was amazing.
It did not seem like
And
a
hear me
sitcom.
out. The reason I say it's like a sitcom is because you go into the episode, everything's fine. A problem enters, problem is resolved by the end of the episode.
But
Next episode, problem arises, problem is solved by the end of the episode, and there's a resolution.
But at the same time, that's every
like it
show,
like that.
including The Boys. It is the very thing. There's a main
I wouldn't say that. There is a
There's
main theme, but it's
No,
not
The
cut and
Boys
dry
isn't
like
like
that.
that.
It's not even close to being cut and dry.
There is though. There's a main theme, and like you can go back into the first season of The Boys with the episode with old boy's girlfriend that was an ex superhero that
Right.
they were taking that drug, and it was just a subplot inside the whole thing where he ran through that dude's girlfriend. Now he has the boys, which are going after these supers, which is the main theme.
They would
But
go
every
back
different episode.
at,
They would
like,
just go
in a
back to
couple
that main
episodes.
theme.
Yeah,
Right, but I don't know. I can't agree. I can't agree.
A lot of TV shows do that now. Like, well, they'll continue it 2 episodes later. Or,
I don't think you guys are understanding
or
what,
episode later.
what I mean though. Like, okay, for example, right, Full House. Right, I'm bringing it back.
Right.
Right, Full House would start off. There's still a main theme. There's still a family. That is their theme. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Problem would arise where whatever his name would, the Olsen twins would do some dumb shit. It would be resolved by the end of the episode, and that's it. They wouldn't go back and touch on that at all. Mandalorian, right? Yes, most of the characters came back for that final episode season, in the season finale, whatever. But most of the episodes, problem would arise with the Jawas. Jawas resolved. We don't see him anymore. Hold on. Let me finish. The Mandalorian, when he went inside that jail to break out that person, and in the middle of the season, none of those. I mean, that was it. We seen those characters about one time. They're gone. He goes to another planet. He deals with whatever problem they're dealing with. Goes out and leaves. Never see him again. See what I'm saying?
But
Like it's just cut and dry. You go in,
Yeah.
you solve the problem, you're out. You go in, solve the problem, you're out.
But if
That's
you go
literally
back into
it.
the lore
Isn't
of
that like
Mandalorian
But it's-
how
and the
most
bounty
I
hunter
understand.
roads,
stories are?
It's supposed
I'm just
to be like
saying.
that.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm
Clone
not saying it's not good.
Wars.
No, I get what you
I'm not.
mean.
And
get
I
what
know
you
it
mean.
is like that, and I'm saying it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I wish it was more like The Boys in terms of the story just
Problem-
flows. It doesn't stop and start.
Be
It just
more like
flows.
The Boys because it's
Can
a
I-
Star Wars story.
I
It has
know.
to stick
I'm
to the
just
Star Wars
saying,
story,
man.
Let me elaborate, though. Let me elaborate. So, when he gets Baby Yoda, well, it's kind of like a journey from there. It's like an Odyssey journey. You know what Odyssey means? It's like an eventful journey
Right.
from bottom to top.
Right.
He had to make sure he had to keep Baby Yoda safe through all these situations.
Which was the
he went
overarching
through in
theme,
each
correct.
episode.
All right.
So, that's how it's meant to be like that because you're seeing him going through some situation. He has to figure out how to get out of it to make sure that Baby Yoda is
I'm
safe.
just saying.
For me, it just felt repetitive.
I get
I
you.
think.
And then it probably was, but then it made it way better when they brought back Nurse Spot at the end.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
for
when
sure.
it kind of made it a full circle. It was like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Like he went from the bottom to the top. You see his armor upgraded each time.
Yeah,
almost
for
every
sure.
2 episodes.
But
That's,
you
that's
have
what
to
made
really
it
take into
better.
consideration too, Logo, the bounty hunter code and the way that they're developed in the Star Wars universe. Because I'm an insane nerd to the point where I've read all the lore books. I've
Same,
read everything
yeah.
unnecessary. But at the end of the day, he's a Mandalorian bounty hunter. All he is about his business getting get out. So they kept it true to his code in the way that character was developed from the point he was born.
I see. Maybe
This
I
is the
didn't.
way.
Okay, I
So,
understand.
So you have to
I
read the lore
understand.
books to understand that because the Mandalorians are very cut and dry as a general people. On top of that, he's a bounty
Exactly.
hunter. Bounty hunters get into
They
the
have
job
no
and don't get
emotion.
seen again.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay. Okay, I'm
Literally,
convinced
that's
on
the
that
way.
front.
That's why that was
yeah,
the
you're,
only
you're
way.
absolutely
Whereas
right. You're
the
absolutely
boys,
right. Boys is different.
my
It's not
guy
like
is on
that.
a revenge path
And
until
stuff
he
is
meets
crazy.
somebody new. But now he has a new reason because they're trying to turn her into something that she doesn't want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think is going to get powers? I think based on the comics, Huey gets powers. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if they're gonna go that route. So I think they're giving it to Frenchie.
Now they might.
Nah, Frenchie's not gonna get powers.
It looked like in the trailer they were
crazy
giving it
Asian
to
girl
him.
on his side. He don't need powers.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Dude, I thought the black guy had powers the entire time.
I think
to be
he
honest.
honestly might get something. I think honestly they're gonna. Lean
I thought he
towards,
had
like, a
powers.
Luke Cage ability with him. That's where I'm leaning.
With the black guy?
Yeah, I think that he's gonna
Yeah,
get
I
some
kinda
form
thought
of
he
like
did.
either momentary or
Maybe.
specific invulnerability, and he's
If
gonna
he-
be the one that the main guy uses as a breaching point, basically.
What do you think powers Huey might get? Because most likely it's either him or the black guy is gonna get powers.
I think it's ironically if he gets it, it's gonna be speed.
What?
I think
Yeah, I
ironically,
could see that actually.
because of the
yeah, it
boys
would
and
make
Seth
sense.
Rogen. Ironically, I think they'd give him speed just to mess with everybody.
And then that
So
would that would, that would kind of
they're
finish his
supposed to
arc
get powers?
then with A-Train.
Someone's supposed to.
Oh wow, I didn't. Wow.
Yeah, that would actually complete his arc with A-Train. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
have them
exactly.
like
Oh.
beat him in a
Like,
race
aha.
and like just fuck him up, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about Suicide Squad 2?
Fantastic. I am excited.
I'm excited.
I'm
I'm only
excited.
excited because James Gunn is the director, and James Gunn is the director for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And just think about how that movie was, right? You have 5 random, a raccoon, a tree, another strong guy,
green guy.
a
He
human.
was the director for the second one. Too.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
In
think
general.
about that first. No, he wasn't the director for the first Suicide Squad. No, he was not.
No. Second Guardians of the Galaxy. Because you said
No,
the
yeah, I
first
know
Guardians.
that. No, I'm specifically calling to the first one because
No, you're saying
when
first
When they
Suicide
brought that
Squad.
group together, as
they
a core.
brought them together as that core. And it's like bringing that all those different characters with such different abilities, such different personalities, and being able to have that flow and a good story and become one of the best Marvel movies ever. I have full complete confidence that he can turn Suicide Squad around because I didn't like the first one. The first one was
He can.
retarded.
He can.
Yep,
It was
it was
stupid.
bad made, but I think even at a very face value, I'm excited for the second one because they already had that first one as a chance to screw up and redeem themselves now.
That's true.
So I think no
That's
matter
true.
what, it's going to be an improvement because they've seen.
Are y'all
that
tired
backlash.
of seeing Jokers?
I don't feel like the first one was completely trash. It wasn't good.
The
but it
first
wasn't
half
completely trash.
Was good. The first half was good, but when they the villain was just stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It moved too quick for me. The movie moved way too fast for me, and it was just too.
Yeah, before you know it, they're already like in the center. Yeah.
This gigantic DC
Right.
universe mess up as usual. I feel like
The
if DC
backstories
ran
in
their
the first
movies like
movie.
they do the Arkham games for Batman, they'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
That new Batman, that Arkham Knights.
Arkham Knight
Knights.
game looks
Gotham
good.
Knights.
Oh, Gotham Knights. Sorry.
Gotham
With the
Knights.
I
Court
think
of
Batman's
Owls.
still alive, even though they say he's dead. I think because
Oh,
if you look at the
yeah.
end in the Court of Owls, that like you see the Court of Owls at the end, and then inside, like there's people trapped inside those like little things that they got hanging around. So I think he's just sitting in
He
one of
dies
those.
at the
Like
end of Arkham Knight, doesn't he?
no,
Oh, I just shot a teammate. Oh, I didn't know it was an enemy.
not from what I remember. I don't remember him dying.
I don't know. I just started playing that again because I wanted to, so we'll see soon.
That one was a good one.
It's
That was a
fantastic.
good one.
Aside
They're,
from
they're not gonna kill Batman in any video game, TV show, or movie.
But they might
They're
not kill him,
gonna
but they
kill
might put him on a back burner to give like, because I mean, bro,
That's which is what they're
No, they
doing.
will.
yeah, the DLC
That's what
for
they're doing.
Arkham Knight gave you Robin and it gave you Nightwing, but at the same time, like they don't get their true appearance. And Nightwing and Robin are cold individuals. Catwoman
Oh, yeah.
is cold with it. Like you can't not give them credit, and the games don't do them justice. They would give them limited like screen time.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even in the movies too, though. I want to see a good Robin. Like I think, based on the timeline,
We're never gonna see a
Injustice,
Robin,
like
bro.
no, I'm saying with the Robert Pattinson
gonna
movies,
get there.
with the Robert Pattinson movies, right? Say, I think they're going to do a time jump after this. So right now we're at year 2 Batman with the first one, right? Batman gets his 1st Robin at what, like year 5, 6, right? I think there'll be a time jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we'll get to see that. Hopefully,
Okay.
Highly possible, but think about this: Robert Pattinson, Batman; Daniel Radcliffe, Robin.
I
The charisma and the ability for that man to play
He's
different
too old.
roles, but not the first Robin.
no. But
You
the first
think
Robin he
Daniel
found him, what, at
Radcliffe as
14?
Robin?
The third Robin. The third Robin.
Are we talking about Harry Potter as Robin?
Yeah, that's what he's
Yes,
saying.
the
I don't
third
agree.
Hell
Hell
no.
no. I
can't
can't
see
get
that.
behind that.
I
I
can't
honestly
see
can't.
that.
Which
You know I could.
what's that? That's
No.
Jason Todd Robin?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
No, bro.
Jason
No.
Todd
I
is
think
the
he could be
most
Jason
serious
Todd Robin.
and cynical Robin that has ever been.
I think he can be a Jason
Daniel
Todd
Radcliffe plays
Robin.
that role fantastically.
Not Nightwing Robin.
I would like to see a
No,
standalone.
not-
I would
not
love to
Dick.
see just a standalone movie of that and give that a try. I'll give you that.
I would like to see him do that.
I will-
If it's a standalone Robin movie, it'd have to be Nightwing. Potts or Damian Wayne.
Not
You
necessarily.
know what I think? You know what I think? Hear me out here.
Red Wing.
Umbrella Academy. Y'all watch Umbrella Academy?
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay,
Umbrella
no,
Academy is
five.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine him as a Robin, bro.
That would be
Imagine him as
fantastic.
like Damian
Oh, yeah,
Wayne or something.
absolutely.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh,
He'd be
yeah.
awesome in that role.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, I will I'll pay him myself. I'll get a loan out.
Myself.
I'll do something like I gotta get him in that role.
would be
Even he could
Nah, I
be
still wanna
Nightwing.
see,
To be honest, either Nightwing or Damien. I feel like he could do.
I don't think he could do Nightwing. Damian for sure.
He has like the
Who's
look,
the guy
like the
that was in,
lengthy, like
No, he's not tall
agility.
enough for Nightwing. He's not tall
No,
enough
but
for
like
him.
you got to think, Nightwing doesn't just start off as Nightwing. He starts off as Robin.
Okay,
you know what I
then
mean?
say Robin.
Acrobatic
then
kid.
say Dick Grayson.
All right, so he starts off as Dick Grayson. I could totally see.
He could for sure be an early Dick Grayson, but he couldn't evolve into Nightwing. He would have to get a different actor because
Why?
Nightwing
Why
is too
not?
edgy. Nightwing is too edgy. He's not as funny aggressive as Five's character was.
Bro, did you
That's the only
did you guys?
I don't know, bro. He was pretty aggressive, man.
Did you guys watch Titans?
Yeah,
I've seen some Titans.
that was a decent Nightwing, but
What?
like I'm not
I think
gonna.
they
I
played
like
that part.
him.
The comic book.
I'm not gonna stand up and give him an
an
applause. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, I think he
100%.
did good as
he did
Nightwing.
fantastic. I think that he fit that role really well.
I
Because,
think
like I said,
so.
like Nightwing isn't. Five is cynical. He's not just aggressive. Even
Yeah.
when he was being serious, he was being serious with jokes. He was
Yeah.
being serious with laughs.
Dude, we need
and Nightwing.
we need like a
Wait, are you sure on that?
Shot
Actually,
back.
I'm serious. Nightwing's joke cracking is not as like a Robin. Nightwing is a lot more serious. He starts to evolve into the more of the Red Hood Arkham Knight kind of like attitude.
I'm gonna have to reread that because I thought he definitely was on the lighter side. He was way lighter than Batman was. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
He
but anybody's like compared to Batman.
that's because he's trying to be. That's because he's not trying to turn into Batman.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that's why he wouldn't be the dark. He would be like, a lot more lighter, lighthearted
But
version.
you can't fight something that you've been for so long because
that's the
he's
struggle,
already
yeah.
like Batman because both his parents died. So Bruce took him in because he knew he's gonna go through what I'm going through. He's very
Can relate, yeah.
yeah. So Bruce could relate with them. So I
thought Batman kidnapped Robin.
never kidnapped Robin.
No. Joker kidnapped
I feel like
him.
he always did.
Nah, Joker kidnapped
Bro,
Robin.
let's be
That was
honest.
Jason Todd,
Let's
Robin.
no. In real life, Bruce Wayne would have kidnapped the kid and be like, "Yo, you're gonna work with me. You're gonna be training these amount of days.
Nah,
you're
'cause
gonna
he
go
was
out
so
me."
serious about
and we're
being
gonna-
solo.
In real life, that's what happened. In
That's
real
not-
life, that's
no.
what.
No,
happened.
in real life, he would have
refuse.
just adopted him, just like the
Yeah,
comics.
he
He would have
did
just adopted him after he seen what happened. He'd been like, "Oh shit, this kid
Bro.
like me." Like,
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, if Batman was real in real life, I feel like he would be kidnap a random kid and be like, "Yo, I'll take care of you. I just need you to train like this."
That's a
and-
stretch. I don't know.
It's a stretch, but I feel like that's what could happen.
I don't think he would.
possible.
I think it
Bro,
would be adoption
rich people are crazy.
Yeah, I
Rich
guess.
billionaire people are crazy.
You're not wrong.
You never.
You're not wrong.
Maybe he would buy one of Epstein's kids before they got touched. And take- and you-
Low blows. There they are.
Man, is that too soon? Is that too soon? I don't know.
he can. I'm saying no, but hear me out. He can get one of those kids before anything happens to them and train them. Make sure.
And think
nothing
about it, those
happens to
kids.
them.
Those kids been through so much shit. They can get through it. They can be a Robin.
I'm saying before they.
Yeah,
got,
that's true.
Before
But he was
something
saying
happens
before
to
he touched a dingling.
Yeah, before any of these kids get, disrespected, he can. Bruce Wayne could help them. I think he would save them probably.
Probably.
I mean, hopefully he would save him. He's Batman for a reason. I mean,
Yeah, but
Batman takes
Batman's not
down
the
realistically, though, I don't even think we could have a Batman. Not in this day and age, at least. It has to be like the 80s or 70s or whatever, when like technology wasn't like that great for everyone.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, Batman wouldn't exist now because there's a lot of hackers. His identity would have been exposed in
Yeah.
a month of him
Easily.
being a hero.
Yeah.
But
Easily.
for the sake of saying it, let's say he did have a chance to, do it or try it. Where do you think? What city do you think he would be in? Like realistically, what city?
Hollywood, L.A., or New York,
New York, bro.
You think
or
New York?
Florida.
I think New York's too many people. It's too tight. I think it's too tight, and there's no place for him to
That's
But
run
look at
to.
Gotham.
That's where
Look at
Gotham
Gotham.
is.
It's
No, but he can still run outside the city. Like if you think of how New York looks,
True,
right? It's on an island. There's not really a lot of spaces where it's like
Gotham is based on New York, though, bro.
yeah, I know it's based on New
but
York,
Gotham
but
is
it's also
based on
like
New York.
it stretches it too because it creates like a more land around the outside of it. It's not just the city.
I'd say LA though, because a lot of crazy shit happens in LA.
I think LA too, just because he has like he can easily go outside the city to his home. His home is not inside the city. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
The
true.
home
That
that he
makes
has
sense.
that's outside the city looks like it's in like a New Jersey estate, bro. It doesn't look like it's somewhere on the West
But
Coast.
I'm saying realistically though, he's not going to drive all the way out to New Jersey. There's too much traffic. No, it's just not going to happen.
He
bro. It's
wouldn't,
just
he
not
wouldn't
gonna
have,
happen.
bro. He's a
got the
fucking
Batwing.
billionaire. He would have a way in and out. He has all these
Batwing, the
different,
Batmobile.
the Bat boat, bro. This,
Subterranean systems he's
Son,
been using
He
for
had
years.
secret
fucking
tunnels
Batman,
also.
bro.
He had secret tunnels to get to the city and stuff also.
yeah,
from, like,
he
the
got
Bat
tunnels,
cave.
bro.
So yeah, it wouldn't work in California because they're on a drought. They're like on the edge. So if he makes any tunnels down that way, he's gonna
It'd
fucking
be
split California in half.
All right, that's fair.
I really think it'd be
That's fair.
like somewhere in the New York area.
I feel like it'd be
On the
Florida. 'Cause
island.
Florida is like the most craziest state ever. He'd have to be
But
like
that
off
wouldn't be
state.
Batman. That'd be Aquaman, bro. It's more Florida.
No,
more
it
of
could
a
be
wild
Batman.
thing.
Aquaman in Florida?
Aquaman would not
You
deal
mean
with
like the
Florida.
Bahamas or some
Aquaman-
shit, man?
No, I would see. First off,
Aquaman
all of
would
these
hate
characters
Florida.
are American characters. Aquaman would be in
No.
Florida.
Aquaman
And-
would be the enemy of Florida because think about it. They're over there. They're over there polluting the ocean and shit. He's gonna be pissed about it.
Right.
Could you imagine what he's gonna do to them?
Yeah, but I feel like that's the perfect
Bro,
spot
he can-
for him to
he can
land.
drown
That's
the
where
whole
he
state.
would be, bro. That's where he would
He
be.
could drown.
But that
Nah,
doesn't
I'm
make
with
you
you on
better.
that.
I
Think
feel.
about
I feel
Spider-Man.
that's
Where's
where
Spider-Man
he would
based
be.
out of? Spider-Man
If
is
I
supposed
was
to be based
Aquaman-
off of New York.
Okay, well that's a given though. You
But-
literally can't
He's
take
from
Spider-Man
Brooklyn,
outside of
son.
New York.
He's
You
from-
can't.
only exists as
Oh, wait, no, sorry, he's
a
from
crime
Queens.
fighter, and New York has an insane crime rate. But that's where he would be based off of if he was real. So I can definitely get behind the Aquaman being in Florida. I feel like it would be perfect.
He
because
could be.
And, like,
he
what,
could be,
Miami
but
or
he would
something?
be an enemy.
Yeah.
He would be a
Even
villain.
in
He would be a
He
villain.
would not be a villain. He's the hero
would
of
be a
Florida
villain.
trying to stop
No,
motherfuckers
no.
from polluting. Why would he be a villain, bro?
Is
doesn't
that
make
really his
sense.
main
People
thing?
from
Is just to
polluting.
stop people from
You're not
polluting?
going to
Well, he
stop.
loves the ocean.
You're not going to stop people
Not
from
his main
polluting.
thing.
You're
but
not
that's
going to stop
obviously
people
a big.
from polluting.
If it was a real
Look,
life,
Right.
look. Even if people consider him a villain, he's still a hero because he's a hero to the earth. Period. If he's over here
But I'm
trying
not
to
saying-
keep people from doing the shit that they're doing, like
I don't know. It's just Florida's a crazy place. You're not going to stop a lot of people from polluting. I'd be pissed.
I don't know
I'd
about
just
you,
be
bro,
like,
but if
ground
Aquaman started
Florida
running
in
around
general.
town beating up on people for
Ain't
polluting,
gonna-
I think might stop. Just if
Who's
Jason
gonna stop
Momoa,
Aquaman?
Yeah,
Who's
Jason
gonna
Momoa.
stop
Fucking
Aquaman?
dude just
Jason
sitting on the
Momoa
beach
pop
like,
out like the Kool-Aid man
Right.
and hit you in your face because you threw a water bottle on the
oh
ground.
yeah.
Boy,
Like, let's be
done.
real. Let's be real, though. Let's be real, though. Who can stop Aquaman? Who can really stop Aquaman?
the same
Superman.
people
Like, people really
Are you
start
talking about in real
saying he's
life?
weak. No, but I'm just saying, like, if you really think about it, tactical-wise, power-wise, everything, he's pretty powerful.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
pretty powerful.
oh yeah, he has a Kraken
Like-
on his side, bro.
He has the
Yeah, I
Kraken.
mean,
He
you
has
go
the
to the
whole entire
ocean, you're done. He basically is
Yeah.
super OP on the ocean.
Yeah.
Bro. He needs a nerf.
If he has Superman in the middle of the ocean, if he has him, it's over. It's kind of over.
I don't know about all that.
No, I disagree.
don't know. I don't
feel
agree
like
with
you're
that.
I don't
stretching.
I mean,
Superman can't swim.
I
I'm
don't,
telling
I
you.
don't, I don't know
Superman's
in the
just
middle
broken.
of the ocean. Well, no, yeah, you are. If it's right in the directly in the middle of the ocean, yeah. But
disagree.
if it's a fight between land and like water and air, like if Aquaman's doing his little
Right.
water tornado thing and he's trying to fight Superman like that, I don't know if that's gonna work.
See, I don't even think in the middle of the ocean because think about it like this, bro. Everything that Superman is powered based off of the sun and having access to the sun rays, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
What happens when you're underwater and you're neon white like myself is because the sun rays are amplified. It hits that and reflects and gets into an amplified state. So who's to say that amplified state won't increase Superman's powers? You ever seen Superman fight
Okay.
anybody underwater?
Science and
Okay.
that shit. Okay.
And this is if
No,
it's
yeah,
real
fine.
life.
On the surface, maybe on the surface because light doesn't get down too deep.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. I mean, I'm not going to go to the bottom of the ocean and fight.
Yeah,
somebody
but if the
that's a
Kraken,
fish.
but if he can get the Kraken to latch on to Superman for a minute, catch him off guard, right, bring
That's
him
true.
straight down, then he's kind of done.
Because Superman is extremely strong. Yeah, he's probably one of the strongest beings ever created in comic book lore. But if you can catch
But
him
how
off
long
guard
can he
and
last
drag him down,
underwater?
yeah, if you can drag him
Right.
down momentarily long enough,
I would just use my heat ray and heat up the water to where Aquaman can't be in it because he's not invincible.
Do you know how long it's gonna take?
That's fine. I got nothing
Yeah,
but-
it's gonna take
if
a
I'm
really
getting-
long. Like he would.
If I'm getting attacked by a Kraken and Aquaman over here laughing at me, I mean, you're gonna be close enough to where it's gonna hurt if I start doing it.
That's fair. All right, that's fair, I guess.
Okay.
Because
That
of
is-
light
that is
refraction,
fair.
and you start using laser beams underwater. I don't know, man. That could be dangerous.
No, bro. Lasers have to go in a straight. Superman is not.
He's not Darkseid.
Apocalypse. Yeah, he's not Darkseid. He can't do. He can't do the.
Yeah, but who's
Crazy
to say that
lasers.
the water's gonna be able to stop any kind of like traveling distance from those either? So, I mean, technically, if he gets grabbed by the Kraken and he starts using his heat vision, could just cut off a tentacle and get out.
No, well, no, her skin is too tough, bro. Because like you can't do that
tough.
to Aquaman. You can't just cut off Aquaman's arm that quick with his. Like it's gonna take a while. You can do it, but like
It's true.
His hand's been cut off
You just gotta
before,
go back
though.
into the comic book verse because Superman wrecked everybody. That's all I'm saying. Superman.
yeah,
took
no, I
over
don't
in
deny. I
Justice
don't deny
time.
that Superman's gonna win. I just don't think that way.
I don't think it's gonna be easy, but
Yeah,
hey,
it
man,
won't be easy,
That man
like-
top Batman, and Batman went hand to hand with him as a human. So anything's possible at this point, man.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Anything.
Superman's just a broken character.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Even what's crazy that no
That's-
one
that's
puts
why
into
they have to
perspective
retcon.
is the Incredible Hulk is like one of the strongest. Could be, I should say. I correct myself. Could be the strongest actual like Marvel character in the entire universe because the more angry he gets, the more powerful he gets.
Correct.
And
World War Hulk.
he's held
Yeah.
because he doesn't get that angry, and he's become this mild mannered Bruce Wayne, and that's why we have that version of the Hulk in the Avengers Endgame.
Right.
Yeah, Professor Hulk. But
Yeah.
Professor Hulk is dope.
Oh, absolutely, still strong. But I mean, if you let your rage consume you every once in a while,
There was only
Yeah, I
one
don't-
person that was going hand to hand with Hulk, and that was Sentry. Sentry's the only one that can
He
really
beat him.
handle the
He
Hulk.
beat him in World War Hulk.
He beat him. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
rock that man.
Well,
But he
barely
was on-
because he
he was
kind of like
literally-
because he like transforms into his power too, right? So he like transformed back into his human form, whatever they both did.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then also Sentry has like a second form of himself, like an evil form. So that's more powerful. And then the second person that can also go neck and neck with the Hulk is the Wolverine, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
Old-
sure.
Wolverine is actually the one. in,
Old Logan,
Planet
old
Hulk.
man Logan, he sacrificed himself to get eaten, and he like clawed his way out of the Hulk.
Yep.
Like that's insane.
Because Hulk is dead in the comic book verse. We all know that. Hulk is dead. His son Scar is the one that's alive, causing issues.
Yeah,
Currently?
Scar
Currently?
is going. Yep.
Oh, I did not
Hulk
know
dies
that.
in the Planet Hulk arc. I
Yep.
remember correctly.
Interesting.
And
I
he
thought
gives
they
birth to his-
restarted. They didn't do a restart.
That's the New 52s. The New 52s is a whole different universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, on the Planet Hulk, he actually ends up dying, and Scar takes over. And Scar is more powerful than Green Hulk.
Interesting.
So if you've ever seen the Gray Hulk, that looks kind of like Abomination in the comic books.
Yes.
Remember when the Hulk's
That's
son was gay?
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that too.
That was actually pretty cool. That was
I remember
actually
when Hulk ripped his
monumental
kid in
for
half.
people.
One of them, because he was mad at him.
Oh
He
yeah.
almost shot that man.
Oh yeah.